Good evening, wherever you are. I'm Frederick Watson from the Book World International, a local NGO promoting book reading in Liberia, West Africa. Well, we are helping students in our various schools at primary level and secondary level by helping them to becoming readers and at the same time to becoming book writers in the world. And that is all about trying to make sure that my country become one of the best in the world. And at the same time, we are helping Liberian authors by promoting their books, and at the same time also we are uh, raising new authors by working with our students who will train to become authors. We are doing this to have a very professional country, a country with good manpower development through strengthening the minds of our young people to becoming some of the best in the world. Because I know reading pays a lot. So by helping promote reading and also promote the contents of book, we know we will get somewhere as a country in West Africa, even the world. Today, our topic is uh, personal deficit versus national deficit. Well, if we talk about deficit, deficit is a shortfall in expenditure. And a shortfall in expenditure, it comes about when there is a budget, or maybe you don't have a budget, but you have an anticipation of earning some income, and you decide to plan within that income, and the amount you expect maybe to get as an income based on the expenditure you carried on, and the expenditure be more than the amount budgeted. That means if you don't collect that amount that should be able to support the budget, that means there is a shortfall right there. If the collected amount is less than the budgeted amount. So, but in this world, there are four kind of people who face personal budget deficit, especially the poor people. For them, they don't have a budget or they don't have the means or earning income, but they are just on life expectancy. They are dependent people. But for them, naturally, they are facing what I call a natural deficit situation. There are so many factors responsible for that. And for the average person, maybe he's a working person or maybe the business person, and there is a shortfall in that person or budget or so, or the income they earned that support their budget is maybe lower than the expenditure. That can be the financial deficit right there. I'm sorry, that could be a financial deficit right there. So there are so many things we need to look at when we talk about personal deficit. It creates a life of some difficulty, a life seems so bleak. For example, if you are faced with a deficit, a natural deficit as a poor person or an average person, there are things you can look at that can be the factors detrimental. When do you look at that could help you maybe to start to rethink by changing your life situation in such a manner. For example, when you have a personal deficit, it makes you to become dependent, and also it makes you to live below standard as a person. We know what poverty does to people when people are poor, or maybe your hands are tied behind you, financial wise, maybe your income is so small and you are faced with financial deficit of that nature, the expenditure be more than your income. There are things that happen to their life. Like I said, it makes you unable to address economic issues. They are important issues to you, maybe as priority, you need to deal with. But because of the financial deficit, you are unable to deal with the situation. And also, what it does is that it makes you depend on borrow. When you are facing financial deficit, the only way sometimes you survive is by means of borrowing. And as you borrowed, you continue to face that stress of financial deficit. Your life continues to be a detrimental still. I mean, because of that, you are somehow unable in an economic setting to really stretch your muscle in spending money. Or maybe if you are a poor person, you don't have the means to spend money because you are faced with a natural deficit. These are things that affect your world. It makes you become dependent and to be a beggar. Alone you are a poor person facing a natural deficit or an average person whose income is so small, and there is no way out to survive. Sometimes what it does for you, sometimes it makes you to be thrown out of maybe your rented place, or what it does is that it makes you a beggar. You depend on maybe a state welfare program like this, the case with those in the U.S. and other developed world, but in Africa, it makes you to live very detrimental in a situation you are there. You become somehow rag in a sense, because your physical somehow can change as well, because you are faced with financial deficit. It makes it makes life to be lived based on uncertainty. Alone you are poor, you are facing a natural deficit. You live in an uncertainty situation. You don't know how you will make it tomorrow. You don't know your way out. You are dependent. You are a beggar. If nobody helps you, you are like completely stranded. And such a life is not good for any human being God made in his own image, who should be a person that should shine, that should make a great difference within his or her society. As a valuable person, maybe within your family, such a thing, when you are faced with a deficit, you are completely out of a real life situations, or being a happy person. It makes you look dull on the physical. Everyone knows when you are faced with poverty or a deficit situation as a poor person, your life becomes to appear as a low standard life, and you are affected by so many things. Sometimes you sleep to places that are not good, you eat food that is not good, your association becomes bad. You are completely a person that lives in an uncertain situation. And also, it makes you to appear, it makes economic stress to affect you. You want things for your life, you can't get them because you are faced with a natural deficit situation as a poor person or as an average person. Maybe you are faced with a financial deficit situation because of such a thing. You are unable to really meaningfully cater to your own life. Again, it makes you lose respect. Alone, you are a poor person, you live in a community, or you are faced with financial deficit situation as a person. Definitely, it makes you lose your value. Sometimes in Africa, a person who's supposed to call you somehow a kind of person, because of the respect of such a situation, a degrading life situation, you are like a no better person, disrespected by the society. That's what happened. But how do you control? The next question is, how do you control a deficit situation, or how can you eradicate such a situation? There are things you need to know. Let me name some of those things at least. You find something doing with your hand. For example, if you are a poor person, what you do, find something doing with your hands. Or if you are an average person, what you need to do is that be able to make a budget, cut down cost, and be able to live within your means, and stop borrowing as an average person. Or what you need to do, learn to improve from your skill. Maybe the little skill you have right now that is making you earning a little income as an average person. It is not a most demanding kind of skill by the world. So as a result, you are being paid low. And what you need to do, maybe you need to go for a better skill, or go and learn something, improve on your skill, but then it is possible that your income could change, and that could have an effect on your physical or your lifestyle as a whole. So please go and learn something if you want to get rid of your deficit situation. Change your lifestyle. That's one good thing you need to do as well. And make a dream. If you have not had a dream, discover your talents as well and work on them. If you have a talent, every human being has talent. So what do you need to do? If you are faced with a deficit situation, be able to improve on your talent, and or be able to make a dream, or get into a business, and don't just depend on maybe a little salary, or you don't have the means of earning income. What you need to do is to find something doing so that you can be able to at least to change your life predicament maybe you are into economic wise. So you need to change that right now. And next thing is do away with bad habits. If you are found in a deficit situation, do away with bad habits, and don't learn to impress people for nothing. Don't learn to impress people. When you are found in a financial difficult situation, what you need to do is don't impress people. Be yourself. Cut down costs. Live in your means, and also control your desires. Don't let your desire control you, because as long your desires are controlling you, that will make you somehow to get out of financial order, and you become disorderly somehow, because you will be spending anyhow, or you will be living anyhow because of such a situation. So what do you need to do if you don't want to face a deficit situation, or if you are in a deficit situation? What you need to do is to improve on yourself. Do the things I'm telling you to do right now. Call and call. Improve on your life. Learn something. Get a good skill. Be a hardworking person. Stop being lazy. And practice to control money than letting money to control you. If you learn to control money instead of money controlling you, you will live. You will try to reverse your situation. That's what you need to do right now. If you are a poor person, start to earn an income right now. That's what you need to do. I pray that you can become the kind of person you ought to be, because every human being was made as a valuable person. Your society knows very well that you are valuable. God brought you into this world as a perfect person, as a good person. So difficulties are not part of your making. So you have to do away with difficulties. That is why I want you to eradicate your financial deficit, or if you are a poor person in a natural deficit situation, try to change that right now so that you can be one of the best in the world. I know you will do that. Well, as a book promoter, I have this book on the Amazon. This book is on Amazon. You can find it on other websites, as you can see it right now. Be a promoter of Bookworth International, our local NGO that is helping humanity. Buy a copy of this book. Let's promote humanity. Let's promote our young people in our various societies so that we can have a better society. That is why this revolution is all about promoting reading, comprehension as well, and helping authors read new authors as well. And at the same time, giving scholarship to our students so that they can become the best in our society. You can be a direct help by taking my number. My number is +231 886 310 427 +231 886 886 427 +231 886 427. You can be a direct support to Bookworth International, or share our pages, or you can buy a copy of our books, as I said. And this book also is found. It is not on Amazon right now, but it is published in Nigeria. Maybe you have a bookstore or you have a library. Just take the address, buy a copy of this book. It will be on Amazon pretty soon, but for now you can order a copy from Nigeria. Tribal hatred is one of the evil things that is killing people in Africa. And tribal hatred is turning into a political issue by turning into war, and corruption sometimes can promote some of the things, hatred and all the kind of stuff. So as you read this book, you will get some good notes, good ideas from this, so that we all can help to make our world a better world. Buy this book. Thank you for being a support of Bookworth International by buying copies of our book. May God bless you for being a good citizen of the world. Thank you ever so much. Thank you.